Hello, everybody. My name is Coach Shane, and welcome to Easy English Expressions. You and me every day. Come on, let's master English. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Daily Easy English Expression. Thank you for downloading today's podcast. Today's podcast is brought to you by Anton, Graciela, Ida, Maz Turt PDM, Gregorio, Hiroko, Andre, and Alexander. Thank you so much for helping me out on Patreon.com. Today's expression is, it'll all come down to. It'll all come down to. What? It'll all come down to. It will all, A-L-L, come down to. This is a great expression. It will all come down to. It will, we can contract, it'll all, it will all. Instead of all, we could say completely. It will completely come down to something. And what does it mean to come down to something? It means the most important thing will be The most important thing will be practicing every day. It'll all come down to practicing every day. The most important thing will be getting a job. It'll all come down to getting a job. So, depending on the situation, if you want some sort of result, there might be something really important. And that really important thing must occur. It must happen. And if it happens, then you will be successful. So, if you want to be good at English, it'll all come down to practicing every day. If you practice every day, eventually you will become good at English. Let's say you want to buy a new car, but you don't have a job. You need a job so that you can make money so that you can buy a new car. So, it'll all come down to getting a job. Whether or not you can buy a new car will come down to getting a job. It'll all come down to getting a job. Does that make sense? Now, we use this in sports too. And do you know the sport golf? Well, believe it or not, when I was in college, golf was really cheap. And I played a lot. I enjoyed it. And there's one part of the game in golf called putting, P-U-T-T. And that's where you have to actually put the golf ball into the hole. Okay? So you need to know that word, P-U-T-T, and then hopefully this dialogue will be okay. It's a dialogue of two television sports announcers, and they're talking about a golf game. Listen carefully. In order to win the tournament, he must make this putt.
It'll all come down to this putt.
It all comes down to this shot.
It all comes down to his concentration.
No! He missed! He's a loser! Have you ever watched golf on TV? It's kind of funny, and it's a slow sport, so I guess the sports announcers have a difficult job. So usually one guy says one thing, and then the other guy just says the same thing. They just keep repeating each other. But anyway, in this situation, if the guy makes the putt, if he puts his golf ball into the hole, he will be the champion of the tournament. He must concentrate. But what happened? No, he missed. He's a loser. So we use the expression, it'll all come down to this putt. It all comes down to this shot. It all comes down to his concentration. So making the putt, this shot, his concentration, all of those are very important in order for him to win the tournament. Okay? So think about this. Do you have a goal? Do you have a big goal? Do you want to graduate? Do you want to get a new job? Do you want to get married? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to master English? Well, considering your goal, what is the most important thing you must do in order to achieve that goal? You might be able to use this expression. So I'll give you one final example of me. I want to quit smoking. It'll all come down to my determination. How determined I am will decide whether or not I can become successful at quitting smoking. Let's listen to the dialogue 2 more times. In order to win the tournament, he must make this putt.
It'll all come down to this putt.
It all comes down to this shot.
It all comes down to his concentration.
No! He missed! He's a loser! In order to win the tournament, he must make this putt.
It'll all come down to this putt.
It all comes down to this shot.
It all comes down to his concentration.
No! He missed! He's a loser! Today's expression is a great expression. I want you to go to Google and search, it will all come down to, and see what kind of examples you can find. Okay? Now, once again, today's podcast was brought to you by you. And there's a new system that we've started, and it allows you to help support me. You can be my patron, and I sincerely appreciate any type of donation that you can give. If you can give $1 a day, I would be so entirely grateful, unbelievably grateful. If you don't have money, if you can't, don't worry about it. Okay? I promise to do my best to keep making these podcasts and videos for everybody. But if you do, I would certainly appreciate $1, not $1 a day, $1 a month. A month. $1 a month. That's like, I don't know, 3 cents a day. That would mean so much. And if you got more, go for it. So, if you want to participate, please go to www.patreon, that's patreon.com/Coach Shane. That's CoachShane. www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. Thank you, everybody. You guys have a fantastic day, and let's master English.